Hi everybody, it's Alyce-Kay Ruckelshaus from Threshold of Hineni, and I'm the Widow Ruckelshaus, and we're here to work some more on this little notebook that we're doing. These are just the pages. I'm still working on the cover. I've got it drying because I'm putting more Mod Podge on it. So we have some envelopes that we need to put in, which we may or may not do today, but I just wanted to remind you of those and let you know that I haven't forgotten about them. But what I want to work on today, because I mentioned it yesterday and I don't want to forget to do it, is a paper bag. Okay, so we have a paper bag, just small paper bags. These are like lunch bags, but they're really small, and I'll link this in the description below so that you can order them if you want. Now these pages are so small that I'm not really sure that we can get one all the way on the page. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is we're going to make it a flip out. Okay, so we're going to have to start out by, again, this is too big to fit on the page. We don't want this all sticking up. A little bit of it would be kind of cool, but it's too much. So let's see if we can find a large page that we can put it on. Just whatever large page we can find. Here's the first large page. Of course, this has lace at the edge. I wonder, do we have any pages that don't have lace? It would be great if we have one that doesn't have lace, but I think they all have lace. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we'll flip it out from there, but let's find one that has a narrower thing of lace, but it's a big page. I think we used the wide lace on the big pages and the, oh dear, we'll find a place for it. Okay, it's going to have to be one with wide lace. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll put it on this first page because this is going to look really cool. So again, we're taking out the page that we're going to use. We're turning this sideways to save our place and setting it aside. Okay, so I have these little goodies to put on top of it, possibly, and we'll look at those later. I have ribbon. I've chosen 3 different kinds of ribbon, so we could use any of those if we want to. I also have my sari silk, and this piece that we made the fabric flip from has this edge that I've torn off, and that might work really well, like instead of ribbon on it. Not sure, we'll see. My cat is having fits and wanting to come in. Okay, so we're going to cut this down to size, and let's see. You know what? Let's turn it, no, let's keep it this way. Okay, this is such a pretty coffee stain. I think I want to use the inside instead of the coffee stained part because I don't want to cover that all up. I'll use that for something else. Okay, so we're going to size this. We may have to really cut this down. Or what about doing it like this? Okay, let's see here. We can make this into a flip out. Let's see, how can we do this? I'll have to put it here. We can glue it on the back and we can have it flip in like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut it some. Like I said, you guys, with this video series, I'm just making it up as I go. Okay, so I don't want it too close to the edge. I'm putting it about, what is that, about 1/4 of an inch from the edge, a little bit more than 1/4 inch from the edge. And then I'm folding it right before the lace so that this will all be inside. I don't want it to go all the way to where the other part of the pocket goes, so I'm going to trim it right here. So I'm just going to fold that so that I know where I want to trim it. Okay, this one you might want to watch all the way through before you start working on it, and then run the video again to work all the way through it. Okay, I like using like scalloped or zigzag scissors on the top of something like this. You don't have to, you can just use regular scissors, but I will. These ones I think I got at the Dollar Tree like more than 20 years ago, but I'll link some similar scissors in the description box. And set this aside because you can use it for something else. Okay, all right, so we've got this. We're going to have it going this way, and this will flip in and out. Okay, so what we want to decorate is we want to decorate this part, which I cut a little crooked, and that's okay. It's really seriously not the end of the world. Okay, and then we'll decorate this part and we'll decorate this part. Okay, so let's start with this right here. And I don't really have any ideas. I'm just kind of, like I said, making it up as I go. So let's see what we might want to put on the outside of it. I'm kind of, well, the sari silk would be really pretty, but it's so thin that the glue kind of shows through, so I don't think that that's a good choice to put on there. This might be a cute place if we can find some really little people that would fit in there. That would work really well. See, those three are too big, but what about these boys? They're cute. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and we can put something under them if we want to. Let's see, maybe like some ribbon or something. Oh, I know, or some of our brick paper that we stenciled, if I can get a hold of it here. Some of that might be cool on there. In fact, that could go all the way along here. That would be really cool. Okay, so let's measure that. Well, no, we don't want to have it go all the way along here. We could cut it and do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we're going to cut it right before those words right there. Okay, and I need my paper scissors. There we go. And then we just have to decide, do we want the scalloped part up or down? And this way it keeps in with our theme too, because we've still got these bricks. And, oh my word, I just realized, see how his elbow is? We can have him kind of like leaning on the bricks. That's cute. Okay, now one thing to look at before you use these little figures, and I'll link these below too, is we've got this little part here that needs to be punched out. Okay, and I have a tool someplace for punching those out that makes it a little bit easier, but I don't have it with me. So, okay, so we're gonna make it so that these guys are leaning on the brick. I think that's adorable. Okay, so let's move this to about the middle, I think. And we're gonna go ahead and glue that with our glue stick. Let me get some paper to use to glue the back. I did start this right. Yes, I did. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm such a mess. Oh, I was looking through the junk journal that I've been working on since my husband's death. You know, sometimes I go for months without working on it, and then other times I work on it, and I didn't work on it today. I was just looking at it and just crying, and oh, you know, sometimes you need to do that. Oh wait, I want the torn part to be on the bottom. Sometimes you just have to spend the time crying, get it out of your system, and you know, and just love on that person that you've lost. Okay, and I don't know where my little roller thing is. Okay, I have a roller thing that oh, here it is, that I use for getting things down flat after I glue them. That works really well. I think it's like a Mod Podge thing actually, and sometimes I use it with Mod Podge, but I use it a lot with glue. I'll link that at the bottom too, because you might like it. I find it to be really, really helpful. Okay, so we're going to put these guys right here, and we're going to put it so that his elbow is on the brick wall. I think that's cool. Okay, so what I do when I glue these things on, let me get my paper again. Okay, is I use glue stick on it first. This is where my roller really comes in handy too, is when I'm putting on these figures. Okay, use glue stick on it first, and then let's close the glue stick up. And then I use a little bit of this glue just like in the middle, and it'll squish out when I roll it. Okay, so I'm going to use it, and then I'm going to go flat on the legs so it's not too thick. Okay, flat on the legs. And I don't have to spread it all around because I've got the glue stick on there. Okay, and then I'm going to put this down and place these guys in the right place. Oops. That's just glue sticking through there. It'll dry clear. And let's use our roller. What happened to my roller? There it is. Wow. Use it and lose it. Okay. I'm going to move him down so his elbow is on the brick wall. Okay, and then I'm just rolling it. And see how the glue's coming out. That's okay. Let it squish out. Okay, make sure that you wipe it off of your roller because it's all over the whole roller after you've done that. It's squished out. And so you can see all the glue sticking around there. We're not going to worry about that. It'll dry. I just want to make sure I don't close this page or something with it on there. Okay, so then what do we want to use for the rest of this? I would say let's use some more of that brick stuff here. Yeah, the same width. Let's use this right here. So it's going to go right to where we have it cut. That's perfect. Okay, and we'll stick this right here. And it'll fold in the right place when we fold it. So let's go ahead and get our paper and our glue stick. I think that's just perfect because it fits with the theme that we've got running through the book of that brick stuff. It's all the right colors, and it's also the book page, which is also a theme running through it. Okay, so there we go. And I dropped my roller on the floor, so I'm just going to have to use my hands. I don't want to take the time right now to chase it while we're on camera. All right, and then what do we want to put there? Okay, so we could put like another person right here. We don't want to have them on the crease. We could have another person, or we could have something else completely different. I kind of like the idea of having another person and making kind of a scene with it. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, she's adorable. How about her? I mean, we can't have her sitting. Oh, can we actually? Well, she'll be on the flip out part. She'll be flipped in here. That would be kind of cute, having her sit on top of the bricks. We could do that. Why not? I like that. Okay, so we'll have her sit on top of the bricks. So let's get our glue paper again, and we'll glue this. And if I'm going too fast for you, feel free to do one of two things. You can always pause it, but if I'm just like consistently going too fast, you can slow down the video. If you're on YouTube on your computer, then hover over the bottom, and on the right side there's a gear. Click that and it'll say like playback speed, and you can choose slower on that. You can choose faster if you want to speed things up too. And then if you're on a phone, I believe it's up at the top, you'll see the 3 dots. Okay, so we've got her there. Let me press her down really well. I don't have my roller, so I'm just going to do it like this. I forgot to put any regular glue, but I think that the glue stick's going to hold, and I use glue stick on her back. So let's wipe that off, and we're going to just set that aside kind of to dry. Well, we're working on it, so we can't set it aside, but we'll just leave it. We'll be careful not to put it into the book. Okay, so so she's sticking up like that. I love it. Isn't that great? Okay, so when you've got this closed, what we're going to see is the back of her head and kind of wonder what's going on. We might like color that or something, put something on it. I might paint it or something. Okay, so these guys, he's leaning on the bricks. She's sitting on top of it. It'd be really cute if I had like a dog or something to sit down here on the bottom. The other thing I could do is I could draw, I don't have my felt pens close to me, but I could draw a flower or some flowers here and some grass at the bottom. So I might do that, and then I'll show you later. That'd be really cute. Okay, and then we need something right here. So what do we want to do here? That might be a good place for like a little saying or something. So let's get some more of that paper. Oh, look, actually, I could cut some flowers off of one of these little things, and no one would ever miss them. Yeah, like this one here. Let's just cut this top part off. Well, it's too close to the same color. Let's find another one. Something else that has a small little... Like, what about just these leaves right here? That would be cute. I mean, that just adds enough to it. So we're going to punch out the little part that's got to go out first. There we go. Because that'll make it easier to cut. And then we're just going to kind of, almost like fussy cutting, right along here, because we don't want to lose. And see that? Nobody will be the wiser unless you watched this video and you happen to see me doing it using that other piece. Okay, and we don't want these ladies. They're too big. Okay, and that way we can put this down here just to give it something with some color and stuff. We'll put it like that. That look good? All right. Get my paper again from my glue. Oops, uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, and we'll Stick this on here. I wasn't really planning to do a little mural, you guys. This is so cute. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so we've got our little leaves growing right there. Okay, and I do have a blue felt pen here, so maybe I can make a little flower at the top of that. I think that would be really cute. There we go. That's kind of cute. Okay. So that's our little mural there. That is totally not at all what I was thinking when I started doing this. I love it. I love when things turn out that way. Okay, and then we need something here to decorate this part. And I would say that would be a great place for a saying. So let's see if we can find something that goes along with these kids. I don't know if we will find something like that or not. Well, remember to play. Let's see, what do we want? I think we want black. So let's look at the black sheets. I love these little sayings. Okay, always be on the lookout for the presence of wonders, the little things, the impossible is often the untry. Do what you love what you do, be authentic. Hold tight and pretend it's a plan. That's a possibility. Let's see. This is what family really looks like. Oh, I like that. Okay, so we'll use that. Now, should we put some more of this here to put that on top of? We're going to have the saying going sideways. Do we want to put some more of this on it? I think so, just to keep it all consistent. Okay, so let's cut this here. Here we go. And we'll glue that on. This is so cute. I love it. And see, you guys, do you see how you can just make things up as you go? Because I did not have this planned at all. I had nothing at all like that in mind. And I just think it's turning out absolutely adorable. And did you see how easy it is? Let's put these words up at the top so that it's right side up. Okay, even though, you know, they're not to be read, but it just looks better, I think. I need to close my glue and put it, there we go. Okay, so we've got that. And then which one was the one I said? Oh shoot, this is what family looks like. I love it. Hopefully it'll fit on there. Okay. This is what family looks like. And see, here's an example of how you can have writing on top of writing. Okay? This is what family looks like. Then you open it up, and there's those kids. I think it's just sweet. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Okay, this is dry, the glue is dry, so let's, you know what I'm thinking is let's just put some of the ink there. Some of the ink that we've been using. We can just put it right there. Just so it's not, well, maybe not. Use my fingers here. There we go. That works. It'll just kind of not be as stark as the white for the back of her head. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, now, so that's going to give us a pocket that when this is flipped open, you can stick something all the way in there. It'll give us a pocket right here. And I think I'll glue it in such a way that we can have something sticking out here. Okay. So one more thing I'm kind of thinking of. I think I want to do a thumb thing here so that we can make it easier to open. I'm not sure if that's going to fit in here though. Let's try it. Oh yeah, it will. I just want to make sure I don't run into her feet. I think I'll do it on this side instead. Okay, so we've got that even on here. Just punch down, and that just gives us a little, you know, thumb hole. Oh, it didn't cut right there. Okay, let's use our scissors. It made a nice crease for me. There we go. That we've got a little thumb hole to use to open up the bag, because you saw how hard it was for me to open it. Okay, now let's put it on our page. We've got it like this, Okay, you know, I was talking about having a little pocket right here, but actually I think that's not going to work real well because of this lace. But we could have a pocket up at the top, which would mean that we can have some ribbon or something sticking out. So let's go ahead and glue it all except for the top. Now what I do when I'm gluing pockets is I hold on to the side that I don't want glued. That way I'll remember. Because I've had times when I've glued the wrong side, especially when you've got a side opening. It's hard to remember because you flipped it over and everything. So I want glue on 3 sides of this so that I can leave an open pocket. I don't go right up to the edge because it's going to squish out to the edge. Okay, and with this glue, because it kind of beads as you put it on, I use the nozzle to smooth it out. That gives me a bunch of extra to do this side with. So I'm not even pressing as I do this side. Just using the glue that I already got. Okay, and if I need to, I can add a little bit more to it, but I don't really have to add much. Okay, and then I'm going to put this on the page. I'm being careful to miss the lace, but I don't want it to be close to that. I want it to be as far away from that as I can, so I'm getting it right just about up to the lace. That is, I think this is my favorite page. Oh my word, this is so cute. Just so cute. Okay, and I forgot to sew this or glue it, so this is just going to be a little tuck rather than a pocket, but that'll be cute too. Okay, and then this flips over. That is so cute. And then this, the bag, is a big pocket. I mean, you could put something really great in there. Okay, that's fun. That is fun, fun, fun. Okay, so we're pulling back. We're getting our pages, and the ones that we had turned sideways, those are going inside this. So this is actually going to be like one of the first pages. I'm really glad because I love how that turned out. That is just adorable. Like that. Okay, and another thing that you could do, but I'm glad that I didn't, is you could use ink on the edges here to kind of emphasize that, but I think it would kind of break up the picture. Oh, that is so cute, isn't it? I love it. This is my favorite page. All right, I love you all. I will see you all next time. I think next time we'll put the pockets in, or the envelopes in, okay? All right, I love you all. Bye-bye.